Okay, so our third gift of the Holy Spirit that we're going to be talking about right now is the gift of understanding. I like to call the gift of understanding holy hope, right? Because I think it helps us in two main ways. The first is this. All of us sin. All of us fall short of what God's calling us to be. Who we are and who God is calling us to be, or who we're meant to be, there's often a divide between that. All of us struggle with that. Even St. Paul talked about that in his letters. So we have to understand that what happens in our lives is that Satan tempts us. And then we choose to either follow and fall in that temptation or not. And when we choose to follow in that temptation, it means that we've chosen to sin. And sin comes from freely choosing against God and for ourselves or for something of this world. And what happens, though, is that Satan is so evil and Satan is so wily that after we've sinned, you would think that maybe he would just go, yeah, all right, I won, and kind of leave us alone and go after somebody else. But he's not. He's not satisfied with that. While we're down, while we've chosen the sin, and while we're laying there, we're fallen, and we feel like junk, we feel like nothing, he starts kicking us. And he starts telling us lies. He starts speaking into our hearts. And he says things like, God couldn't love you. He tells us things like, you're a hypocrite. Why even go to church? Why even go to youth ministry anymore? Stop hanging around people who are holier than you. Right? You're not holy. And I've had kids tell me that before in my parish. I'll say, why don't you come to our youth ministry events? And they'll say, I'm not holy enough. And my response is, neither am I. None of us are holy enough. We always have more that we can grow in holiness. But Satan, while we're down, he kicks us and he keeps us down. And what this gift of understanding helps us to understand is that, first of all, God always loves us. God loves us unconditionally. What does that mean? It's hard for us to understand. What it means when we say God loves us unconditionally is that God loves us perfectly and completely at every moment. He cannot love us less when we've sinned. And he cannot love us more when we're doing good for him. Because he loves us so unconditionally and so perfectly at every moment that there's nothing we can do to make him love us more or make him love us less. And Satan tries to lie to us and trick us and convince us that God doesn't love us when we sin. Nothing can be further from the truth. And this gift of understanding gives us hope, holy hope, because we realize even when we've sinned, even when we've turned, even when we've fallen, that God still loves us and that he will always forgive us and he will always welcome us back and he will always help pick us up. The second area, also important, that this gift helps us with is that as we're going along in life, and some of you know this already, we're going to suffer. There's going to be suffering. There's going to be pain. There's going to be sickness. Sometimes we're walking along this narrow road and it's like the ground just drops out from underneath of us. And we can fall into this chasm of despair. When everything just seems to go wrong and we just fall and a tragedy occurs in our lives. And what this gift helps us with in those situations is it does not help us to understand why. We may not know until eternity why someone divorces someone else. We may not understand why someone kills somebody else, why somebody gets cancer and dies. We may not understand why little children who are innocent have to suffer. We may not understand why people fly airplanes in the building or blow themselves up. We may not understand why. But we're going to understand two things. One, God did not cause these bad things to happen in our lives. And number two, God has not left us during these times. And in fact, not only has God not left us, it is he who carries us through these times. And that's what we need to understand, is that when it seems like the world is dropping out from underneath of us, this gift of understanding helps us to understand that we get to the other side because Jesus carries us. As a person of faith, when something bad happens in our lives, there's only two responses. One, we either blame God for that situation, or we fall more deeply into the arms of God and allow him to carry us through that, knowing that we cannot get through it alone. And that's what the gift of understanding will help us to do in our lives, so that we can pass through that chasm of despair, get to the other side, and continue to fight the good fight and run the good race.